Hey YouTube, I wanted to wrap up the oil and fluid change, the fluid change and air filter changes that I did on the KLR. If you watched number 1 and number 2, they're not really thorough, and just as a reminder, I'm really not doing the videos to, you know, train somebody or teach somebody how to do things. In fact, a lot of the processes I was going through on my videos, I got from other YouTubers, and as I learn more on how to technically work YouTube and do filming, I'll start adding their links. So number 1, I'm not a mechanic. I strongly recommend that you kind of search other people who are more proficient at it. There are some actually licensed mechanics that will show you how to work on these things. Mine was mainly for a video diary and to show people what I'm doing in preparation for my Route 66 trip. But there have been some other people that are subscribing to my channel, which is great. And I just wanted to be, you know, honest with them and not mislead them that I am some mechanic that they should take advice from. Just mainly entertainment value, showing you how a novice is going about the process. So I want to entitle this video Fluid and Filter Change Fail. And the reason why I say that, and the reason why the other 2 ended kind of abruptly, was number 1, technically I was having a hard time manipulating the camera to get some shots in there that I wanted you guys to see, while I had to use my hands to manipulate the tools and change out the filters. At the end of the day, it wasn't a failure. I was on the KLR, I was able to change the air filter, oil filter, the oil, and the coolant with a 3-stage coolant flush. Why I say it was a fail, for one reason, was when I went to go, everything was fine. I drained all the fluids, which was pretty elementary. The first fluid I went to go fill was the oil, and I grabbed my Kawasaki oil bottle, specifically made by, you know, for Kawasaki. I went to go dump the oil through the funnel, and as I'm looking at the oil that was going in, I was thinking, wow, that looks pretty black. So people that change oils a lot know that brand new clean oil has a golden brown hue to it, kind of like a light cup of coffee, and old oil is just dark, like dark maple syrup. So it looks like I'm pouring in dark maple syrup, and I thought, this can't be right. So 1 whole quart of that goes in to the engine casing that I just drained. I cracked open another one, and when I opened up the other one, the little seal cracked, which I was like, wait a minute, seal didn't crack on the first bottle. Went to go start pouring that in, and it was golden brown, that clear stuff. I went, oh man. What I had done, apparently the first oil change I did was when I went to go recycle it, I put it back in a regular oil container, which I forgot about. So I had to drain all that again. Didn't have to worry about the filter because it didn't filter anything. So I drained all that, had to close everything up, run to a motorcycle dealership in Riverside area, which is Malcolm Smith Motorsports. Called in advance, they put it off to the side, and I was able to complete that. Now it came to the coolant part. I followed the steps as told. You know, I opened up the radiators, and some of it is on the previous video. So I drained the old coolant, capped everything, flushed it with some just plain water, flushed it with plain water, capped it again, flushed it with radiant cleaner. I had bought a cleaner, flushed it with that. You know, ran it. You know, you followed the procedure, ran the engine for a while, flushed that out, capped it, did another water. So the stage was drain the original coolant, flush the radiator with water, flush, that was stage 2, flush the radiator with water. Stage 3 was flush the radiator with coolant cleaner and a small brace of detergent cleaner. Third time, flush it with water. And then the fourth thing is put the new coolant in. So drain the old coolant, water flush, cleaner flush, water flush, add new coolant. Everything was going great. At the 5th stage, when I'm adding the new coolant, out of all that, I forgot to cap it again. Hold on real quick, we're driving, I need directions. Am I going right?
Go to Oxnard, 1 north.
Follow in Oxnard, okay. We're leaving Point Magoo right now, and there's gonna be a follow-on video. We're moving on, we're driving up to Seattle over the 4th of July week. We'll get back to that later. So what I forgot to do in that 5th step was cap it, so I started pouring brand new coolant in through the radiator, right out on the pavement. So I was so frustrated that I went ahead and I just stopped videotaping altogether, and I figured, you know, I'm losing daylight. It's taking me all day. So I went ahead and canceled out that video and just got the work done. And I figured, hey, I just wanted to add a recap on what happened with that, with the fluid and the filter changes. I will say this though, on the air filter, I had bought so the motorcycle air filter, I can only speak for my KLR, but it's probably the same for other motorcycles, is that the filter itself is like a sponge, and that sponge needs to be permeated with special oil. I do have a can of the special oil that you spray on the sponge, the filter itself, but some filters you buy have the oil already permeated in it. I had bought a stock filter originally. When I went to go swap it out with the new one, the filter I went to go swap it out with was an aftermarket one, and it looked like it once had oil in it, but I had it in the cabinet for a while, so I went ahead and added some more oil to that, sprayed it on it, kind of scrunched it up a little bit, permeated it through the filter, and I applied it. Now I intended to take a picture of the stock one that I had replaced previously, and bad on me, but the one I went to go replaced was that Kawasaki green color, and the one I replaced it with was an aftermarket yellow color. But the Kawasaki green one that I did before my Route 66 trip, I think a couple of years ago, apparently I hadn't gone back and done it. It wasn't green, it was black. It was just black and gooey. Very bad on me for not checking my air filter prior to that. But going through and doing all the filters and oil changes, I did the oil filter, I did the air filter, I did the oil and the coolant. So I just wanted to wrap that up and saying, hey, this is why those other ones weren't as thorough as I would like it to have been. I was trying to do it on a tripod, but to get in close, I was having to take it off the tripod and use my hand. That took away one hand from operating stuff, so that was that. But like I said, as I get better with the YouTube thing, I'll go ahead and put links to people that are doing a really good job of it. For me, it's a learning process, and then mine also had that one other challenge with the Happy Trails skid plate I had to remove to drain the coolant, and the Happy Trails Nerf bars that I had to retract out to get to the radiator cap and to the reservoir on the other side of the motorcycle. All right, well, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to keep this one shorter. I have other videos backed up about going to, I went to a museum at Edwards Air Force Base that you'll be seeing soon. Saw some really cool, unique stuff with that. So have a great day. Today's the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. Enjoy it, keep it safe and memorable. This is Adventureman signing off. Remember, life's an adventure. Make your journey a good one. And like, subscribe, and whatever you're operating, get out there and ride. And enjoy today. Have a great day.